FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
She wanted to use a very good producer that I'd used on Cassandra Wilson's first album for us, Craig Street. Fine producer, and he'd done a great job with Cassandra. And she said, I want to use Craig Street to produce the first record. I said, he's great, it's fine, but some of his records are beginning to sound like Craig Street records, be careful. So she went up to Woodstock. I went on vacation, I have a place down the Jersey Shore, I should say. And Brian Backus went up to Woodstock, and I said, I'm going to be away for 2 weeks, but I want you to send this, whatever it is, even before it's mastered, send it down to me before it's even mixed. I want to hear it. So he sent it down to me, and I put it on in the car. My wife was sitting next to me, and she said, is that same girl? Can't be. I said, yeah, unfortunately it is. It's terrible. I almost drove off the boulevard into the ocean. I thought I was going to do that. And I said, just don't say another word to me, please. Don't say another word. Let's stop the car. And I listened to the entire thing. I said, it's just not working at all. This is not what the demos, we've been listening to these demos for a long time now, maybe 6 months before this record was produced. So I called Shell White from the Shore, and I called Tom Everett too, who was the general manager. He said, it's really awful, isn't it? I said, sure is, we can't put this out. So I called Shell White, who had become her manager actually at that point. And I said, I can't put this record out. I really don't like it at all. It's not Norah Jones that we heard on the demos. The demos are too good. This is just really overproduced. Too much guitar, too much drums, not enough Norah, not enough piano. And she said, well, Norah feels the same way about it. But she does. Well, she was so thrilled to be in the studio for the first time. She was overwhelmed. There was Bill Frisell on the record, I think, and Brian Blade was the drummer and so on. They're great players and so on. And I said, I'll call Norah, and I did. And I said, Norah, we can't put the record out. Let's go back to the demos. She said, okay, thank God you said that, because I don't like it either. So I said, well, I want you to meet with Arif Martin. He's a general manager of the Manhattan label, but he's a great producer and a great arranger, and he could do a great job on this record. She said, oh no, he'll tell me what to do. He's an older man, he's a genius, and he'll tell me what to do. I said, you just meet with him, see what he has to say. So they had a meeting up at this club where Norah was working out every other Wednesday night, and Arif must have said the right thing to her, because she called me, she said, I'd like to try one song with him. I liked what he had to say. That one song became the whole album. And Arif became Record Producer of the Year that year. She won, what was it, 8 Grammys? Arif won the Producer of the Year for the second time in his career at age 73, 74. Right. It was a brilliant, brilliant time, that's for sure. And I had to deal with Craig Street and tell him, I'm sorry, we can't put your record out. That was not so easy. We remained good friends, though.
But, you know, it's amazing, considering that Blue Note is still a smaller label, that you were willing to sacrifice the cost and everything else of that first.
I told her we put the record on the shelf and we wouldn't charge it to her account at all.
I just think that there are a lot of producers who would have said,
yeah,
and would not have had the, how many millions of sales?
23 million on that first record to this date, yeah. Not too bad.
Jeez.